Not Quite
Darkness
is a podcast that contains spoilers, opinions, and general. Listener discretion is advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thank you yet again for tuning into another amazing episode of Not Quite Darkness. My name is Keith Brooks. I'm here, not as always, wonderful addition to the show. Maggie Dowdy is here. Maggie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing so good. Thank you. Hello.
Thank you for joining us. And then, as always, I'm terrified for...
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late. I was just working at the counselor place with these kids. So.
Damn! Woo! Bringing the sex appeal, as always, Mr. Chad Dowdy.
Hey, guys.
I'd like to remind the audience that's my father, but, you know, it's great. Thanks, guys.
I think the audience is just your grandma, but still, it's fine.
That's true.
Chad, you're looking marvelous. We've done the introductions. Thanks for bringing the sex appeal.
Oh, did I
to the
miss
show.
anything?
No. You're totally good. Thanks for bringing the sex appeal to the show. If you're unfamiliar with what we do here at Not Quite Darkness, we follow In Search of Darkness, the documentary series that has 97 entries of itself, and we watch every fucking stupid movie they put on that list. And we're in 1983, our first 1983 entry, a classic that gave both Chad and me our sexual awakening, and we'll hear if it gave Maggie the same. And that is, of course, Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp.
Of course.
Of
Yes.
course. I'm so excited that Chad watched this movie and was like, you know who I should make watch this? My daughter. My innocent young daughter.
I've actually seen it before. This is my second time watching it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, she volunteered for this.
I did. I love it.
Me too.
I think it's great.
Me too.
But I watched it with my boyfriend who hates horror movies. He's like the pretentious snob guy for movies.
He's the Chad of the podcast.
No, he's like Josh is like, my favorite movie is like an 8-hour film where nothing fucking happens.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's his stuff. So I watched this with him, and so a lot of my commentary is going to be his commentary. It's very fun.
No, this is a movie I watched as a child, and haunted me to this day. Like, it's embedded in my brain, and it's hard for me to think of myself as a horror fan and this movie not having a monumental place in the development of me as a horror fan. Was it not the same for you?
No, as far as like, I thought you were saying monumental place like in the horror pantheon.
No. But
Okay.
in my formation of,
Sure, I gotcha.
Yeah. But I would argue that it should be up there, but we'll talk about that momentarily.
Right.
So let's go ahead and dig into Sleepaway Camp. Dear mother, I was at Sleepaway Camp all week. Blah, blah, blah. That's the trailer.
Well, that was also the box. I loved the VHS box. It was one of the best. It was the sneaker with blood.
Yeah.
But the back of the box was just the letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
And if you have the box set of the DVDs, it's a first aid survival kit. And so it's kind of interesting. Anyway,
Nice.
go ahead.
So Sleepaway Camp. It starts with in fond memory of mom, a doer.
Yes.
We're in for a treat already.
Absolutely.
Sure, you want to dedicate this to your mother? Okay, she's always supported your dreams. That's fine.
Or not. Or this is like, fuck you, mom. This is what you turned me to.
That could be it too. I didn't even think about that. But she's a doer. I don't think people it's a weird.
It's a weird statement. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So it's not Camp Crystal Lake. It's Camp Arawak. is what this is. And we see the sign that it's for sale. And I like this touch at the beginning where we're seeing different places of the camp, but we're hearing like camps to activities, but we're not seeing anything. It's like a nice way to do cheap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, because you have those shots where at the very beginning of the movie, if you've never seen it, it's a great film, but you're panning across the aftermath, but you're hearing the violence, and we're sort of doing that, but we don't have to hire actors. Like, that's what we're doing
exactly.
now.
Yep. So we're seeing that for a little bit. Then we see that, I can't remember if I said, but then we see that Camp Airwhack is for sale.
Yeah.
Then later I don't know if it's later, it's probably before all this, I guess, maybe, we see a dad in a sailboat with, a boy and a girl.
And the dad has the hairiest chest you've ever seen in your life.
That's what the 80s were. That's
but
all
I hate it. I hate it. It showed its time immediately.
Not to mention that these little kids, their accent sounds like provolone cheese come to life. It is the thickest fucking... I was like, why is Harley Quinn talking about Mr. J like in the middle of the thing?
So they're in the lake, they're kind of like horse playing on the boat, and they all fall off the sailboat, and the sailboat like turns over.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile,
I have to stop you right there, because this is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. Because, like, the kids are sneaking up on their dad. They're twins, brother and sister twin combo, right? And the dad is standing on one side, and the kids are like, let's sneak up on him, eh? Yeah, see? And they're snapping their fingers, and they're trying to be hush-hush, but the entire fucking boat is Titanicking, and the dad's just like, la-da-da-da-da, like, doesn't even notice, and he's sinking the entire time. Go ahead, sorry.
Well, plus the boat is also like maybe 6 feet long. You know what I mean? It's not that big. So it flips over, but then there is a motorboat in this lake with like a skier, and they're having the good time. But this is almost like Austin Powers. They are so far away from these kids and the dad in the water.
Get out the way.
And the people driving the boat have no idea what's going on. Yeah. They're not paying attention. But the skier sees everything, and she's screaming for like 5 minutes.
It's so long.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
She said, "Get out of the way! They're in the way!" Just screaming.
And you could
they're just like they're just like this
the entire time. And you could just get under the boat, and you would be fine. But all of this starts because this counselor lets the hot girl to him drive the boat when he's not supposed to. Yeah. Go ahead.
Which none of that's even necessary. You don't have to like.
The movie's not necessary, Chad.
So they're heading right for him, and at the last minute, the driver like sees and tries to get out of the way, but runs over them, and the skier is just in the water screaming forever about this.
And
that was her scene. She was so pumped.
She was so ready.
She got cast in this. She was like, I'm doing this, guys.
She hired an acting coach for this moment. I wish there would have been a wide shot, because it sort of insinuates that boat gets some air when it comes off the other boats, right? It has like a live and let die twist moment, But
yeah, exactly. And so then we see like the dead body of the dad. And one of like the kids is dead because the life jacket like is all mangled.
Yeah.
And comes up or whatever.
And she makes sure
over the screams of the best actress in the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. And she makes sure to say, we hit both of them. We hit both of them. Hey guys, did you hear 2 of them down? We hit both of them.
2 of the 3.
Yeah.
So now it's 8 years later. And we find out that the surviving kid, Angela, is now living with her cousin Ricky and her aunt.
To go back, when they are in the lake, we're just going to spend 2 hours on this lake scene to set up.
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense.
So
but at the lake, another gentleman comes and says, "Hey, Dad," I don't know what he calls
the doctor's coming or
the
something.
doctor's coming, which is the weirdest statement I've ever heard. And then they're asking if their cousin Ricky is coming with, and like, no, he's with his father, blah, blah, blah. And there's this weird backstory exposition dump there.
Unnecessarily so, again.
Yeah. And then now we cut forward to the doctor is this woman who is saying, yes, let's go to camp. Should we go to camp? I wonder. And she does. Oh my God.
I want to talk about her after we're done doing the whole movie, but I feel like she's the craziest person in the history of cinema.
Absolutely.
Because I want to talk to you being an actor, Keith. Like,
absolutely.
Again, I want to talk to like what's going on in her mind, but I want to wait till the movie's over, till we're done talking about it, so that you can explain.
Okay.
It's the craziest thing in the world.
Because that'll be actually 2 hours of just the character study of this aunt.
Psychological breakdown of what Ed Gein's mother was thinking. Yes.
And it's also, like, side note, they come down the stairs and you see the aunt, and the first thing that my boyfriend says is, she looks like a dude. So, because I know, and I just start dying.
That is funny.
That is...
Well, and then she's like, I packed lunch for you guys. Wasn't that good of me?
And then, I tied a string around my finger so I wouldn't forget. How smart of me. Like, the weirdest fucking performance ever captured on film.
It is the weirdest.
This lady.
Like, I don't understand. Ricky's even like, did you pack any chips? She goes, I packed a whole bag. Or... did I?
Yeah, and she's so fucking loud. I'm a loud person, but all of these people are comparatively Sam Kinison. Like, I had to text Chad. Maggie, that's a really old joke. I'm so sorry.
I'm 22.
Yeah, God damn it. Anyway, I had to text Chad in the middle of the movie going, these are the loudest fucking people I've ever seen in my life.
They are. They're so loud. But again, she takes the cake.
Yeah.
So, like you said, she's a doctor, and she's filled out their physicals for camp, and then she goes, "Don't tell people how you got this physical; they wouldn't approve." And if you don't know, you're like, "What the fuck is she talking about?"
Yeah, but I do like the fact that's such a throwaway line that it's only at the end you're like, "Oh God, like you are the villain of the movie."
Yes. But yeah, they wouldn't approve about how you got the physical. These are kids. It's insane. So now we're done with this crazy lady, and we are at the camp. We're actually at Camp Arawak. All the kids, are arriving. And this is just unbelievable. It's terrible. We see the cook and the other people that are in the kitchen. And the cook is a pedophile. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. But he's the worst pedophile I've ever seen on screen.
He's absolutely the character I would play if I was cast in this movie. But I didn't
want to say that, Keith, but that's what I thought.
Yeah, absolutely, hands down. But it's also like we are made very aware that all of these kids are because there's a conversation between Ricky and Angela. Ricky, fine young actor. Angela has one word in the entire fucking movie, so it's hard to judge her. But he's talking about, oh my God, Kimmy just got her first boob, like her ball just dropped or something like that. And,
exactly, that's how young they are.
Yeah, that's how young they are, and it sort of educates us, and then Creepy McCreeperson, Donald Trump, and Epstein over there in the corner looking at these girls lustfully. Oh, it's so fucked up. Go ahead. Did you freeze?
Just as we were getting good talking about pedophiles. Damn it.
I know, right? My thing froze. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, go back to pedophiles. Go for it.
Yeah. So, he's like a terrible person. He's a pedophile. He's talking about his like mouth watering and how they're young. The other guy's like, those are too young. And he's like, you're never too young.
What the fuck? What
and then the other guy's like, that's just Jim for you.
Yeah.
He's just laughing it off. No, this is a terrible person, dude. You can't laugh this off. He said, I don't know if he says where I come from, we call them baldies. That's what he said.
Yeah.
It is terrible. It's terrible.
It's terrible. It's terrible. It's so graphic, too. It's so graphic and terrible.
For no reason. No reason at all.
Maybe it's so like we don't get pissed when he dies, but it's a slasher flick. I'm not going to get pissed anyway.
But later, it's you do it again. So there's no point in having this weird dialogue when we already know it. Whatever.
And it makes everybody else complicit in it as well.
Yes!
Like they all know. Like
they all know. The owner knows. His buddies know. Like it is unbelievable.
Well, the owner's also not a saint. But go ahead.
Yeah,
that's true. So you're talking about earlier. So Ricky, he actually introduces Angela to his like best friend from camp, Paul. or whatever. So, we get to meet Paul, and Angela's just shy and she doesn't talk. She hasn't been talking, she didn't talk earlier. She has not talked at all. And then she also meets the mean girls, Judy and Meg.
Which, by the way, I don't know how old these actors are, but Judy looks like she's 25, and Ricky, who they had a thing last year, hasn't, like, his voice hasn't dropped yet. He's like 13.
Yeah.
No, and also, like, Ricky is feuding with other campers who are like 22 years old.
Yeah. At least. Yeah. Like, the other campers are shaving and doing their taxes while Ricky is trying to play baseball with them. Like, it's ridiculous.
So after they meet, like, Judy and Meg, they're mean to Angela. And Angela's, again, it's like several days later, but Angela hasn't been eating. I guess she's just depressed for being there. So, one of the counselors, he decides to take Angela to see the cook.
And this is where I have my notes app open. And I have written, when Angela won't eat, you can see camp counselor's dick clear as day, is what I have written in my notes.
We got to keep those butts in the seat. Yeah.
It's not even a bulge. I can see his cock. Like, all of it.
Their veins clearly, like, I named all of them when I was watching. But
oh my Lord.
In that Sylvester Stallone, like, counselor's defense, he does say, let's take you to the kitchen to see if there's anything you want to eat. And then he throws her into the den of wolves with Paul Walter Hauser. And then he,
he's like, hey, can you take her to the back, real far in the back, and see if you can find something
real far?
Like
that place we call the no one can hear you scream zone. Can you take her back there?
So he takes her back there, and then we see also Ricky defending Angela against the mean girls, saying they're bitches or whatever. So then the cook, he takes Angela to the back, and he's immediately, like, taking his belt off and trying to take off his pants.
Immediately. Doesn't even get his unmarked van or candy or anything. Just goes straight for it.
And what's crazy about it, too, is, like, we see the space. He was in the kitchen with other people. He's maybe 8 feet away from the other people in the kitchen. It's not that big of, like, a pantry.
At all. And the biggest problem to me is you have all that produce and you're not keeping it refrigerated at all. There are peppers just out there on a shelf. Like, and that's not sanitary by any means,
Well, it was 1983. It was definitely before they had, like, inspection scores and things like that, I bet.
Well, and we'll talk about that momentarily, too. There's a lot of lack of inspections going on.
That's true. So, yeah, he's taking off his pants, but luckily Ricky shows up. And he's like, what are you doing?
That's a good Ricky. That was a really good Ricky.
That was good.
I thought it was pretty good too. And they just, like, Ricky and Angela run off or whatever. And it's funny because the owner sees it. And the look on his face is like, I wonder what's going on here.
Yeah.
He's putting 2 and 2 together with this cook and Ricky.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Good call.
Oh, God.
And so then it's later, it's like the cook has, like, the biggest pot in the world.
Absolutely. He looks like
size.
Like he's going to cook Hansel and Gretel in this shit. Like, it's the largest pot I've ever seen.
It's like an old school Bugs Bunny cartoon where they put him in the pot to, like, cook Bugs Bunny or something like that.
Yeah, you missed something. When I put this, again, I'm such a good little note taker here. Literally, the pedophile comes out when, like, they run away. He comes out of the storage closet, whatever, like, buckling his belt back up.
Yeah.
He comes out still buckling it up.
And he might as well have been doing that, licking his lips and be like, I love fucking kids. like that's how much he should have been. This episode is not going to go on YouTube. Go ahead.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah, exactly. You're getting no money for this, Keith.
Yeah.
So the cook is putting this corn in this pot, and then we get the killer POV.
Yeah.
So then we see hands push the cook
Forward.
not into the pot, but, like, up against the pot because he's standing on a chair to get to the top of the pot. That's how big this pot is.
But luckily, the pot is so tall he can, like, hold on to the ceiling to prevent himself from going into it. Yeah.
And he even says then at this point, he's like, he he calls the killer a kid.
Yeah.
He says something like,
Yeah.
I forgot how he worded it, but it's clearly a kid. Because if it wasn't, right now I'd be thinking this crazy ass aunt is now at camp killing people.
Yeah.
Because clearly she's the crazy killer.
Yeah.
But
she's definitely a killer. Or is she? Go ahead.
Yeah. So eventually, like, she keeps pushing and he falls in, or the pot
he knocks
falls
over
on
the
top
pot.
of him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And he is badly burned. And he screams just as long as the girl from the beginning.
Yeah. Well, both traumatizing, but he has some cool, like, bubble effects on his face. But the thing that shocked me, he doesn't die. Like, I always thought he burned to death. He's still alive to commit more crimes and maybe be even creepier going forward.
He is still alive. But again, they make it very clear, the paramedics, that I can't imagine the agony this person is in. Like, he must be in the worst pain in the world. So I guess that's their way of saying, see, guys, it was okay. It
He
paid
got his
off. This terrible person. Exactly.
Or that's just their
so much pain
excuse of, like, why he's not telling you who the killer was or who the attacker was. And I also like the fact the paramedics, like, I don't even carry anything on me that's strong enough to take out his pain. Like, what the fuck do you carry on you, bro? Like, that's your job.
Yeah, like, knock him out.
Like, sorry, all I got's Advil. Is that gonna do anything?
Yeah, the guy is literally screaming bloody murder, and then it cuts to him on a gurney, and he's still screaming at the same intensity as he was before.
And he's bandaged up too. Like, they've already bandaged him up. That's how long he's been screaming.
Yeah.
I like the doctor. He's like giving the rundown of what happened, and then the camp counselor goes, "So what's the prognosis, Doc?" And Josh next to me goes, "He's burned, dumbass." Did you?
Yeah. Badly burned.
But then we get into the shadiness of the guy who runs the camp, who's like, nobody needs to know about this. You mean the screams coming from the kitchen that I'm sure everyone heard? Like,
yeah, he wants to keep it hush hush. This is the mayor from Jaws.
Absolutely.
10, right here.
And I'll give you guys $15 more if you don't tell anyone. Like, that's his whole. And they agree. Yeah. So I mean, it's a rough economy.
They're on board. Yeah. I mean, they're totally on board. And so now we see Ricky playing baseball. His bunkmates playing baseball against 30-year-olds.
Game. The whole game.
The whole second act is a baseball game.
Yeah. And again, like, they're betting on this game. But again, Ricky and his teammates are like 12 and 13 years old.
Yeah.
And they're playing against 30 years olds.
Yeah.
And
Chipper Jones is on the other team. It's crazy.
Exactly. Now, we do get the whole game, but if we didn't get the whole game, we would not get the iconic back and forth.
Amazing.
Of where one of the guys tells Ricky to eat shit and die.
Hey, why don't you eat shit and live? So good. Classic. Shakespeare.
It's so good. It really just makes it the perfect baseball scene. There's two perfect baseball scenes in cinema, this and Twilight. There you go. The two best baseball scenes.
Not Field of Dreams, not Sandlot.
No. Twilight.
You got to hike your leg up 9 feet in the air before you throw a pitch, and it's got to be to Muse or nothing.
Yes, Supermassive Black Hole, of course. Of course.
But yeah, they're definitely padding some time in this movie by showing this damn baseball game. Again, that means nothing. Like, nothing. I mean, nothing happens in this game. I don't know. So then later, some guys ask Angela to go swimming with them at night. But, Angela's doing her thing where she's not responding. And I feel like it's like at a social or something because they're all hanging out. And fucking Ricky comes in with that big dick energy. I'm telling you right now.
Ricky has a cowboy hat on.
Yeah. He got a cowboy hat on. Like, he runs the fucking place.
Ricky is awesome. Like, to have the confidence of an Italian American kid in the early 1980s, it's like, that's the time. You know what I mean? Like, that's Karate Kid era. That's when you can do anything. Like,
yes. And he comes in and he just starts defending Angela because they're being mean to her now because she's not responding or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he gets into a fight with the guys, and the counselors break it up or whatever. But they kick him out, but Paul stays and he starts talking to Angela. And Angela likes it. Like she's kind of, into it. So when Paul leaves, Angela actually says goodbye to him.
Well, because I think Paul's opening line is, "Yeah, I know your whole family died. Sorry about that." Like, and that's how you seduce somebody. It's like,
And
all she
also,
needed.
one time I put panties in the flagpole. It was really cool.
Yeah, he did say that too.
He
did.
It's like that's not really what you say.
Riz.
No, the 80s were different. Like, to get to a girl's heart, you bring up their worst tragedy in the very first sentence. Like,
Of course.
I also feel like after she said goodnight, the look on his face, he was so happy and excited. It was like he was going back to tell his bunkmates she gave him a hand job in the closet.
absolutely.
That's the way he was acting.
But it was a much more innocent time. Like, you just need to have a girl, like, speak to you and you win. You know what I mean? Like, that's...
And what's even funny about this is, so Judy, the mean girl, sees this and she's just not happy about it. She's not happy that Angela spoke. Like,
how dare you
big of a
speak
bitch
in
can
my
you be?
camp, you bitch. Like,
exactly. Plus, again, Paul is like 12 years old. Judy, like you don't have to worry about Paul. You were talking to like 20-year-olds earlier.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's ridiculous.
You have boobs now, Judy. You can move on up the ladder.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about Paul. Goodness gracious. So then a lot of the dudes, they go skinny dipping. We see a lot of butts.
A lot of butts.
But the girls don't want to. It's like
They're
trying
there,
to get
but
the
they do it in the
guys. Yeah. It's so
it's
weird.
It's weird.
And so then when the girls don't want to do it, they're like, the guys run off like, come on, let's get naked away from these girls.
Yeah.
Like,
be super manly by doing that.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So one of the guys that was actually picking on Angela, he gets into a canoe with one of the girls, and so many boats flip over in this movie. It's ridiculous. The canoe flips over.
Well, he flips the
just
canoe
swims
over because he thinks he's playing the greatest joke in the world of like, oh, the Loch Ness Monster's in here or whatever bullshit he says, and then just flips the fucking... There's no creativity to the pranks. This is what I don't like as a creative person. The bullshit pranks people play in movies are just like, oh, I made you blink, bro. Oh my God, you're so dumb. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, anyway, go ahead.
what did you think of the prank where they have the guy do sit-ups into somebody's ass? What do you think of that, Keith? Is that creative?
That's classic. Yeah, that's...
Okay.
Everyone did that in the 80s. That was a normal thing.
I want to make sure your thoughts on that are clear. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I am pro doing a sit-up and sticking your nose in another man's ass. But I think it just goes, again, to the director of Jeepers Creepers direct this movie, because there's a lot of boy ass in this movie. Like, if we're going to talk about pedophiles, let's get them all. Kevin Spacey. Let's not just...
Just keep naming them.
So the girl swims away, and the guy just, he's being super dope, super cool, super chill.
It'd work on me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He just swims and gets under the flipped over canoe, and he's just under there. And then we see a head rise up from the water. And I think the guy's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? The guys are going to be crazy. And then...
Really good performance,
Trails.
Chad. That was great. You're doing solid.
It's not as good as Ricky's.
Yeah, no, nothing is.
Good.
So then he gets drowned, and he's discovered, like, the body's discovered the next day because his buddies just leave him.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, he's just fucking around. So they just leave him.
Yeah, let's go get
His
naked
body's
together
discovered.
elsewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Let's head back to the bunk, guys. And even, again, it's discovered the owner again. This dude drowned. Like, he 100% drowned. It's an accident. Let's not tell anybody. Don't worry about it. No big deal. And the other counselor's like, he's like the best swimmer here.
Yeah.
And he's like, shut the fuck up. This dude's drowned, obviously.
Obviously, nobody needs to know about it. Sir, there are ambulances everywhere. Nobody needs to know.
Then it's like, somebody said, did he hit his head or did somebody hit him? And he's like, Well, I don't know. There were no bumps on his head or anything. And then he says, quote, though again, I'm no expert on the matter. You're a fucking cop, dude.
Yeah.
What are you here for? Like,
The city officials in this area are the worst. They are just not prepared for their jobs.
Well, they have fake mustaches too. I feel like one
That's-
dude's got a fake mustache. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like was he a
It's
counselor
coming up.
earlier? And they're like, he's playing an 18-year-old, so now we're going to put a mustache on him to be the cop.
Yeah, exactly.
right.
It's wild. I like too when he's the owner's like talking to the cop. He's like, "Yeah, he drowned, right? That's what everything happened, right?" And the guy's like, "I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait on the report to see." And the owner's like, "Yeah, that's what I said." Yeah, it's ridiculous. So then we got Paul. Now he's talking to Angela, and she's totally normal now.
Yeah.
There is no. She's not shy anymore. She's basically like one of the girls, just talking completely normal to Paul. She's out of her shell. She's good. They go I guess like the camp movie, and he kisses her, and like she just like runs off and says, "I've got to go," or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day, we got Meg and Judy. They're mean to Angela. Again, I can't even remember why, because Paul was talking to her, I guess. I don't know, or something.
Well, I think this is the first time they're trying to get her to go swim, and she
Yeah,
won't.
they don't do it yet, but they are just mean to her because she goes and leaves.
Yeah.
And she goes to like see Ricky, I guess. And again, there's some people they're playing. All these kids are on a roof and they're throwing water balloons at each other. It's just water. That's all it is. It's just a water balloon. And they hit Angela with one of the water balloons.
And it's like she
And
got
Ricky
hit
comes out and
by
sees
a
them.
brick. From
She's down for the count.
Yeah, she's down the rest of the scene. And you would think that she got punched in the face the way Ricky reacts. He
Ricky
sees this.
goes off with so many insults. He sounds like Gordon Ramsay in the middle of a cooking session. These you cocksucking piece of shit fucking cunts. I'm gonna. It's like he's so intense.
Yeah, he's like Ralphie in A Christmas Story when he's beating up the bully, but we can actually hear what he's saying.
Absolutely.
Like he is they're just throwing water balloons at camp.
Yeah.
The rest of the kids were like playing at it's ridiculous how he gets so mad about this. And the owner sees all this and he like gets mad at the kids throwing the water balloons. He gets mad at Ricky. He asks Angela if she's okay. And he's like, "You better go change before you catch pneumonia." Kids were just swimming in the lake.
You did say that, yeah.
What are you talking about? Pneumonia? It's ridiculous. Ricky even says, like, "I'm going to kill you" to those guys or whatever. And so later, one of those guys he actually goes to the bathroom.
But how he goes to the bathroom is he says, quote, "I'll join you later. I got to take a wicked dump."
Yeah.
That's what he said.
That's what you said back then.
That's what you say now. I see nothing wrong with any of that.
God, no.
So I'm glad, though, we saw that baseball game earlier because it established why he's by himself. Because they were going to go play a baseball game again.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I can't right now. I'll be there after this wicked dump." So you know he's going to be by himself for hours.
Absolutely. There's nothing worse than being on shortstop when you got to take a long go. You know what I mean? And so you just gotta...
We've all been there. We've all been there.
So he goes to the bathroom, and then the killer locks the door and like cuts through the window.
So good.
And drops a beehive.
So
into
good. So good. I love the fact that this has like Looney Tunes deaths in it. Makes me so happy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we just don't see it because I guess, budget constraints. We see the beehive, we hear the kid screaming, trying to get out. And then we see the beehive drop and we see like the aftermath.
Yeah.
Of like his face covered in bees.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, again, it's a slasher. Let's see some more stuff than just the aftermath.
Or just
aftermath deaths are in the last reel. That's when you see aftermath deaths. During the movie, you see the people die.
I agree. But I also would have loved if you had like the paramedic come in and sees the body and he's like, "Smells like somebody took a wicked dump in here." And that would have been the best scene ever.
Oh my God.
Well,
I do want to point out, he's dead. Got out of the desk. The pedophile has not died. The worst character.
But he's in the worst pain possible, Maggie. He's so much worse off than this dead kid.
And plus,
believe him.
he's an adult. We can't kill adults. We got to get rid of all these pesky children first.
Yeah, exactly. And so, Mel actually, like, I'm surprised Mel didn't try to spin this off as being like, but no, he actually thinks there's a killer on the loose or whatnot. And most of the campers leave.
Yeah.
But it's weird because it doesn't feel like most of the campers leave. We still feel like we still have, they say something, I think only 25 kids are left. Well, luckily it's all the kids we've already met and been interacting with. They're still there. And I just feel like there's no more or less kids than there were when the movie started. Almost.
Plus, we don't actually see the kids leaving. We just hear it in dialogue that there's only 25 left, you know what I mean? And that they're going to consolidate the bunks, but we don't really see any of that play out. But again, I think they had 3 hours to shoot this whole movie. They had to do everything they could.
But the owner now thinks, or at least he's got suspicions, that Ricky is the killer because of the things that he's been seeing, where Ricky's kind of going crazy and things like that. So that's his thought right now. The owner thinks Ricky is the killer.
Yeah.
And then Paul and Angela, they go to the lake for some makeout action.
Clearly.
And while they're kissing, she has a flashback to seeing her dad in bed with another man.
With the man that was on the dock in the beginning.
Right.
And
it's the dad from the beginning along with the dude on the shore that was yelling.
Yeah, and her and her twin are watching from the open bedroom door and laughing louder than Jack Nicholson is the Joker. And the dad is just like, yeah, that's what turns me on. And then they just keep fucking. And their bed is spinning for some reason. Yeah. It's a lot of stuff is happening.
And they're just like caressing each other. They're not even like, they're just like each other's hairy fucking chests.
Yep.
Just caressing each other.
That's how we made love in the 80s. It was much like in Avatar when you get your ponytail and connect it.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Your hairy chest.
Thank you for the visual.
Yeah.
That was a thing. Hair was definitely a thing in the 80s. That's definitely true.
It's terrible.
So then in the present, like Angela yells, no. I get, she's picturing this and Paul's kissing. And she yells no and pushes Paul off of her. And since, this is what you got to do, Keith. Since Paul's rebuffed and Judy's a bitch, you make out with Judy. Like, that's what you got to do in this situation.
There's no other choice.
That's the only option, really.
I mean, for real. So they're making out, and now Angela sees this makeout.
Well, she sees
I was a little worried because she saw it while they were playing Capture the Flag, and I was worried we were going to see that whole game.
Well, yeah, and that's the reason they see it, because they're playing Capture the Flag, and Ricky has a wartime schematic of what they're going to do. They're going to sneak through the woods, and it just so happens they sneak to the same place that is nowhere near the game of Capture the Flag, where they see girl and boy making out.
And that's just not how you play Capture the Flag. It's in the middle of a fucking field, the flag is. That's not how you play the game.
Yeah, because when you see them playing the game, there's there's only 25 kids there. I guess 18 of them are playing this game.
Yeah.
Because they're all huddled up like a rugby scrum or something like that. And then it cuts to Ricky and Angela walking down a random dirt road.
Yeah. We don't see the game, but we sure do hear the camp counselor tell us the rules of it for 5 minutes. We get that.
But to be honest, most natural delivery of any lines in the entire movie. Like, he is the only one not forced. Like,
like I said, Angela sees this and she runs off. She's not happy about it. And so then it's like the next day, and Judy and Meg are picking on Angela because I think Paul came to apologize, but then Judy and Angela show up and they're picking on her, and they end up like picking her up and throwing her into the water.
Yeah.
And she's traumatized because, again, her dad and sibling died in the water. She doesn't want to get in the water. And Ricky sees this, but the owner stops Ricky and is confronting him about the deaths.
And like shaking him like sudden infant death syndrome. But luckily, Counselor McVaneycock sees it as well, and he runs to go grab
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the owner is like, what are you going to do when you're not there to save her? It's like, what are we doing? Right? What?
And so Ricky runs and he does help Angela, as well. And so then now it's that night, and Meg, she's a counselor, even though she's one of the mean girls. She has the night off. So her plan is to hit on the owner.
Yeah.
Now, Meg is, again, her character, maybe 18, maybe. I don't know how old she's.
Yeah.
Maybe. And
she's
Mel,
barely legal.
Yeah.
If. I'm arguing if.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because
but I'm going to say she's 18.
Because we do not see, because there's a scene where we could have seen her breasts, and we do not. So because of that, I'm assuming not legal.
Okay.
And Mel, the owner, is at least 60 years old.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how old he is. I know the 80s are different. Wilford Brimley was like 43 in Cocoon.
Yeah, I'm going to
say. Of course, that guy that we all know and love. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's the 80s, so he's probably 23, judging by how he looks.
He looks like he's 60 years old.
It does.
Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, he's got a receding hairline, and it's gray. He's covered in gray hair.
Yeah.
So,
Chad,
again,
I hate to tell you about us, but go ahead.
I got all my hair.
I do not.
I think I had something to do with that for my dad. Sorry, Dad. My bad.
Exactly. So again, she hits on him, and they set up a date basically for later that night. He's like, yeah, come to my cabin at 9:00, babe. That's the deal.
This is the problem. This is the problem with this date plan. They're gonna have dinner at 9:00. Let's say this guy is 60 years old. You don't need to be eating that close to fuckery. You know what I mean? Especially if it's going to be that late at night. Because that's going to make you gassy. You need to distance that out.
They're thinking ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And
I think if they're eating anything, it's strawberries. That's all they're eating.
That would be good. But that's not enough for
great
him.
visuals.
Oh, I dig that.
Yeah. But also, he's going to be tired by 9:00. I just think it's a poor plan to begin with. You should have scheduled it for earlier.
We were watching that part of the movie at 9:15-ish when he said, let's plan for dinner at 9. And Josh was like, are they insane? We ate 3 hours ago.
Right?
What Josh said.
Okay. So I'm going to be the skeevy person of this podcast and explain to you guys what's actually going on.
Oh, please do.
Because this is probably, I would say, except for the cooks, frowned upon.
Oh, it's definitely an after-hours taboo.
Yes. So because of that, we got to make sure all the camp activities are over before you sneak to my cabin.
But at the same time, she's already. I'm gonna push back on this because she says she's coming to his house, which is not a cabin clearly, and she already has the night off, so she has no other obligations. I think he's trying to do it. Here's the way I see his plan: 9:00, we're gonna have. Because he's not going to cook. Stover's souffle from the oven, right? And a glass of wine. She can't handle her liquor because she's 15? And then he's going to be like, oh, well, it's so late. You should probably stay here and let me pee on you. And then that's what happens. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Peeing included, of course. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, look at that guy and tell me he's not going to try to pee on a 15-year-old girl. That's...
Gross. You guys are gross.
I didn't say anything.
Maggie,
all I was going to say.
You laughed so hard,
so hard.
I was trying to find a way to squeeze this in organically, but I'm just going to say it. Imagine the whipped cream on the hairiest chest you've ever seen.
Oh, stop turning me and your dad on. This is our generation.
Yeah, you guys are gross. So Meg
goes. I love how that's what we've talked about the longest is not the fact that they're together, but the time constraint at which they're meeting.
It's the most illogical part of the movie.
Of course.
Everything else makes total sense.
Yeah.
Even the crazy aunt at the beginning was like, you sure you guys want to eat at 9? Huh? So Meg goes to shower for her big date. And the killer comes in, and I don't really understand this death quite. Like the killer stabs through the back of the shower and stabs her in the back.
Well, you see the poignance of the Shakespearean writing. It's because she has to go shower in the next door cabin because her shower is full, And
Which is a good thing we got all those campers out of here earlier.
Absolutely. And so, she stabs her through the back with Jason Voorhees-like strength and lifts her a little bit in the fucking shower. But the camera makes sure to cut off right above the breast western line because it's like, no objectifying women. Dicks only in this movie.
Hell yeah.
But, she had to be backed up against the wall. It had to be like
perfect timing. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, again, I understand like the thought process that it might be a cool death, but I really didn't think it was cool.
But I'll tell you what was cool is her cleaning the knife after.
Yeah.
The blood coming off the knife. I'm like, attention to detail, man. That's pretty good.
So now Meg's dead, and we're at the social, and Paul apologizes to Angela for making out with Judy and all that stuff.
This is the scene that, like, is the one that sticks in my mind the second most. The ending obviously sticks in my mind the most. But the look on her face when she turns away and says, "Meet me at the lake later, skinny dipping," or whatever the fuck she says. Like,
right.
That
you remember us really well.
Yeah, whatever the fucking bitch says. But, like, that is, like, to me, the moment I think of other than the moment from the movie the most. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Huh. So, she says that meet me at the lake. And then we see some, again, there's only 25 kids, but I guess 8 of them are going camping in the middle of the woods. They're still, like, doing it. And we're seeing this. We're, like, really padding time.
And I also feel that the kids we see go camping are younger than any of the children I've seen so far.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of these kids in the movie.
Yeah, they're like
ever. 8. Yeah.
They are very young, and we have not seen them. You're right about that. So then the owner, he's looking for Meg because she missed the 9:00 appointment. This dude's getting hungry. There's a rumbling in his tummy. So he's looking for Meg, and he actually finds her in the other cabin, dead, and he still thinks this is Ricky.
He makes a vow to her dead body.
I was about to say, you want to talk Shakespearean? He's like, "I will avenge you, Meg. Love of my life that we've never seen interact before. Yeah. I will avenge you."
One day she would have gotten her period. Anyway, and then he goes off.
God, Keith, terrible.
I'm terrible. It's the movie.
There's no implication that she's never had her period. She's
Does it ever say she's
old enough to get a job?
Does it? Okay. It's the 80s. If you were born, you were old enough to get a job.
Well, that's true. Latchkey kids and such. And so then Judy's making out with some dude in her cabin, but the dude leaves, so Judy's just in her cabin by herself. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember this at all from all my other watches. And I don't know if it's just because the quality of this particular transfer was really good when I was watching it. But the door opens and we see it's clearly Angela.
Yeah, I don't remember that either. It was like very strange, but it was supposed to be Angela, but it looked like she was wearing overalls or something. Like the shot in the door. It was
just like, it was almost like they wanted it to be dark so you couldn't see exactly who it was. But I could clearly see that it was Angela. Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where did you watch it?
Did you see it, Keith?
I couldn't. Did you watch it on Peacock?
I don't even remember.
I watched it on Prime.
Okay, I watched it on
Peacock.
I
might have been Prime as well.
Okay.
I think it was Prime. But you could clearly see it was Angela.
Yeah.
But again, the way that Judy's reacting is she's playing like not the pronoun game, but the game of like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not saying Angela. She's not saying the name of the person. She's still playing along like everyone else has played along without saying who the killer is.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing. But we saw that it was Angela. So I don't understand. But Angela smacks her and then kills her with a curling iron. And I'll let you use your imagination with.
I will, as the only person in this group with a vagina, I
thought you were going to say with a curling iron.
Terrible.
Well, let's not assume things, especially after watching this movie. But go ahead.
Yeah. Yikes. So
did you know? Hold on. Let me sidetrack all of this real quick. So did you know that all males technically have part of their vagina still? So like when we are conceived, we are all female, and then the gene, the chromosome flips later. But
why The Last Man? I read it.
Yeah, exactly. But in that meantime, the cells start to form what would be the uterus and the vagina. But then when the switch happens, it's like, we got to do something with this. So it sticks it in the prostate. So in every male prostate is a small amount of a vagina, to the extent that like 20-something% of all males have a period every month. But it's
20%, Keith.
Yeah,
that's not right.
It's something like that. It's something crazy. But it's just, but there's no.
Did ChatGPT tell you that? That cannot be true.
No, my drug dealer did. But no, but it's not the uterine. It's not the uterine walls, clearly, because it's not fully constructed. But it's still replicating the motion. It's just, it's so small, the blood gets hit in the stool, or it doesn't bleed enough to actually get out of the body. Isn't that fucking insane? I saw it on
I cannot wait for your millions of followers to cancel you for this.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So, but anyway, point is,
terrible.
Me and your dad have butt vaginas. Go ahead, tell me.
Thank you. Now okay. Ally, Keith, thank you.
So then we're back to these kids that were camping, all these, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, they're all dead. So up until this point, everyone that's been killed has been mean to Angela or Ricky or whatnot.
Yeah.
But not these kids.
I did forget to mention, the entire time, Josh is convinced the killer is Angela's twin brother that died in the river. Okay? And then he says...
Josh.
And then Josh says, oh, and I remember seeing a shot. Oh my God. When, like, the kid comes out of the water. And I'm like, you're thinking Friday the 13th then.
Yeah.
He's not a horror
We've seen that together, but thanks for remembering the movies I show you. Love ya. All right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So we got those dead kids. Again.
Anakin Skywalker all over these children.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the owner. He's back. He's in vengeance mode. He's walking around. And he finds Ricky and beats the shit out of him.
Almost kills him. Yeah.
Yeah, he almost kills him. He almost beats him to death.
And the entire time he's like, you ruined the one good thing I had in this life, Meg, that we all know so much about.
Yes.
I love Meg.
I would have picked her up from school.
The moment we've seen her. And after he kills him, he's almost like, oh shit, I got to get out of here. I just killed this fucking kid.
Yeah.
And so he walks off, and now he's in front of the archery thing, Friday the 13th style. Mm-hmm. But he's playing the game too, because he sees the killer and he's like, it can't be you.
You can't be the killer. I just killed Ricky, the killer. You're not the killer.
Yeah, I don't understand why we're playing this game still. Again, if the transfer just made it so obvious, again, because if you didn't see it, that's why. But I don't remember it before, so maybe.
Yeah.
So, and he gets shot.
Josh didn't pick up on it. We didn't say anything. He didn't say, oh, that's Angela in the doorway. Yeah. So, I don't know.
But so he gets shot.
With the best fucking aim. Any archer, like Legolas, would be like, damn, bro. That's such a good shot.
Yeah. And it looks great, too. Great effect. Incredible.
Flawless.
Oh, Lord. So now the counselors, I guess counselors and cops are there because they find out that people are dead. The kids are dead. And so they're searching for everyone. They want to get everyone together because, again, there's a killer on the loose and shit's going down. And Paul and Angela, they meet at the water. And she wants to skinny dip now. It's her idea to go skinny dipping. And the cops find dead Judy, but then they find Ricky, who is alive. He was not killed, but he was beaten so badly. I don't he just beat the shit out of him. It was crazy. And the two of the counselors, they head to the lake. And they see Angela. And she's sitting there singing and cradling Paul, and just singing. And Then we get the flashback to the crazy Ann again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And the crazy Ann is
Wonderful.
like saying to the kid something like, I've always wanted a little girl. I have a boy already. Well, I
Yeah.
can't have another boy, right? Hmm.
Hmm.
So you'll be my daughter, Paul, not Paul, Peter. And it's revealed that it was Peter that survived, not Angela.
Mm-hmm.
And then we cut to present day, and Angela
And
jumps up. Paul's severed head rolls across the beach, and we get a completely naked Angela, penis and all, with the most terrifying sound.
yeah,
I don't
the
understand the
scream's
sound.
incredible.
Like,
It's so good.
but it's also like Angela is making this noise, and you just hear like the counselors explaining the plot of the movie. Oh my God, it's a boy. Angela
Yeah.
was a boy the entire time. We thought Angela was a girl, but Angela's actually a boy and was also
Yeah.
the killer. And the entire time, the undertone is like,
With a penis.
And
He's
genuinely,
screaming the entire time.
it's scary. Like genuinely, that sound is so good,
Yes.
and like the kind of going away shot as she's like standing there, and
it's frightening. I mean,
it's good.
It's like clearly like I was like 8 when I watched this movie and was not prepared for the dick on display that this movie provided, and just and the look. Oh my God, it's so fucking.
Yes.
It's
It
iconic.
really is iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so we freeze frame on Angela's face as the credits roll. And again, I thought that we were going to get a David Bowie song, and halfway through she was going to growl or something like cat people. But no, it's just a freeze frame on Angela the whole time
Forever.
as
Yeah.
the credits roll.
Yes.
What the hell is this movie?
And you
Oh.
get one of the greatest endings. It for no reason. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
something.
It's wild.
It's
It's a
wild.
wild ending to this movie.
It's wild. So
Yeah.
normally, like what we do is we talk about whether this belongs in the canon of great horror movies or not. Chad, I'm feeling you don't think it does. I'm feeling you're wrong, but go ahead.
It's really tough. Like again, I can be swayed one way or the other. I don't think it's a good movie. I gave it 2 out of 5 on Letterboxd. Like I don't think the kills are good. The kills are not inventive. It's mean spirited. The acting's terrible.
Yeah.
It
I don't
rides,
see the flaws in it.
I was gonna say you're naming everything I love about 80s horror right now.
Yeah.
it rides on that ending, and that ending is incredible. Absolutely. So I don't know. I would lean towards not putting it in there. But again, if we put it in there, I wouldn't think you're a crazy person, because again, it is a cult classic. I understand it.
Yeah.
With one of the most iconic endings in horror history.
Absolutely.
So-
And to me, one of the things that makes it so it is so over the top, right? The entire time. Whereas at least like the first Friday the 13th and The Burning feel a little more grounded. And those are the movies that I would say are the most comparable to this one, except
Right.
for this takes the Goosebumps approach. Like we've seen plenty of teenage slashers. Now let's lower down those years. And now we're dealing with children. And that in of itself, to me, is sort of monumental, at least in the movies that we've seen so far. We haven't seen kids just fucking slaughtered left and right, and that's what this movie does.
Well, that's the problem. We don't see it in this.
Yeah, and you're a
We see
sick
aftermaths
fuck
of
that
it.
wants to see children murdered, but yeah, I don't know, Maggie. Do you think it belongs to be in the greatest horror movies of all time
Oh yeah.
The 80s.
of the 80s?
Yeah, just for the ending alone,
Yeah,
which is like the point of the movie, I guess. But it was very funny because Dad and I went over for dinner and we were kind of talking about doing this one, and Josh, I say Josh, that's my boyfriend's name, not just a random dude that also, yeah, okay. Anyway, so Dad and I were talking, we were like, yeah, usually like, at the end how you talk about this and then you talk about like what if we remade it? And I was saying, oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. And then when we started this movie, we started like last night or the night before, Josh said, so why shouldn't you remake it? And I'm like, just watch it, we'll talk about it. And then like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and he's like, oh, because they kill kids. Got it. I'm like, uh-huh.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And during the ending, he he kept talking. He's like, what does this mean? What's it mean? I'm like, you're missing the sound. Shut up. You have to hear it. Shut up. And I come down, I get ready, I'm about to start the podcast, and Josh says, you got to deliver a message for me. I said, okay. This is Josh's message. He said, it is one of the worst movies I have ever seen,
Great.
and the ending is one of the worst endings I've ever seen, and it is wildly offensive. And I
Oh,
said, I
absolutely.
don't think you're wrong about any of those things,
No.
but I still like it.
Yeah. And like what's so strange is I agree with that entire sentiment. And
Yeah.
I was struggling the same with about how to remake this movie because I'm like, how can you fucking soften that in
Yeah.
today's age? But it's
Yeah.
also like there is this thing where, and you said you wanted to talk about the psychology of it, tons of serial killers who are male were made to experience their youthful ages as female. Like we
Yeah.
know Ted Bundy, Charles Manson, Ed Gein, like all of them had parents who said, nope, put a dress on. You're going to be a girl for me. Like that's a thing that has happened repeatedly throughout history and the damages it causes. And so to me, it's a problematic film for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But I still don't, and I'm not trans, so I don't know, I would be interested to hear a trans perspective, but I don't feel like it's attacking the trans community. I feel it's instead, in this first one at least, Angela's a victim. Like, just as much of her crazy mother. And granted, she's still a serial killer, but she's a victim of this woman who raised her to be something she's not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't know if that softens it at all or makes it excusable, but I think it's interesting, I don't think it's as mean-spirited in its portrayal as Dress to Kill is. Like, Dress to Kill feels like it's targeting people and saying they are the problem. Where I think this is like, nope, here's the dick.
Yeah, I think even in Dress to Kill, there's like a scene from Donahue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where like a real scene from the Donahue talk show, where they're talking bad about it. So yeah, I agree with that. But all that being said, I don't know how to remake this. Like,
Me either.
No.
I would maybe let someone from the community if they wanted to try.
Me too.
But I wouldn't know how you would
But
really
here's
touch this one.
here's the things I
Yeah.
would add to it. If I was going to get somebody to remake it, I would just make it bloodier. I would just make it messier. I would just go more over the top. Have weird, make some of the colors schematics look like Creep Show. You know what I mean? Like big bright. And my two castings, I already said one of them. Paul Walter Hauser as the cook, and then Jermaine Clement as Mel. And then everything else is kids, obviously. But make the deaths more brutal. Make it more dramatic and melodramatic and all that stuff. But yeah. Whew.
And I'd also lean into the things you were saying about like early childhood with the
Yeah.
because Ed Gein is the example that I know the most.
Yeah.
Kind of lean more into that
Yeah.
realm of it because I can see that it kind of almost feels like it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
In a way. So I feel like if you lean more into it and there's more like illusion, I don't know. Again, like you said, I would be interested to hear someone's perspective, a part of the community, because I am straight and cisgender, so there's only so
Same.
much I can contribute. So I would
Absolutely.
be curious to hear other thoughts for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, plus I think that the movie, to me, like I said, it rides on that reveal.
Yeah.
So if you're remaking it, the people that know this movie know where it's going. They know the reveal. So it's not going to have that punch unless you change the reveal, which might make people mad if you change something that way.
Yeah.
So if you went like what Maggie's saying, where you see more of that, you see it being for lack of a better term, the killer being built from the ground up throughout, but then you're losing again, the reveal.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I think
so it's just tough.
But I think if you were going to, because I agree completely. I think you have to fortify that in reveal because that is the big moment. That's your money shot. And I think how can you make it still appealing? Kill the kids in bigger ways, blow them up, have bees crawling under their skin and shit, right? Like lean into that craziness of it. And yeah, that being said, Funko Pops. What's your Funko Pop gonna be from the movie?
Well, it's the iconic thing, but
yeah, it's got to be a
they're not
dick.
gonna sell that.
But you can have like Sleepaway
I put
Camp.
the knife maybe like in front, like I don't really know, like how.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, to like hide it.
I would just put the
had
title of the movie like right there, but you still have her face. You know what I mean? Like,
Or you could be holding Paul's head there.
yeah,
Maybe.
but there's
But
something
again, the
so...
Funko Pop's heads are huge, so that doesn't really work either.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But that's the shot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Either that or Big Dick Ricky walking in with his cowboy
hat. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
I'm telling you, like
Yeah.
that's how I want it to be as a
same.
kid in the 80s.
Absolutely.
Ricky walking into there with that cowboy hat.
So
That's the man right there.
absolutely. But speaking of like how we want to be, the other thing we're gonna do is Chad frozen on your end, Maggie, because he's frozen on my end.
No, I can see him just fine.
I can see him, but he's stuck in this like high pose. I enjoy it a lot.
I mean, I'm moving around.
He is. He's
I
doing
Oh,
can see
this a
y'all.
lot. He's like this.
well, that's what he always does. The other thing that we're going to do is list our top 5 horror films of 2025. Since this is our first episode of 2026, we're bringing in the new year by celebrating some of the things that have gone before us. So how do you want to do this? Do you want to do it one at a time, or somebody just gives all 5? How do you want to go?
Yeah, we'll all do our 5s, then our 4s, then our 3s. Yeah,
Cool.
we'll do it that way.
Well, then I'll start with my 5. So we'll do me, Maggie, and then Chad. Because Chad's will be some pretentious A24 movie, undoubtedly.
No, that's Josh. You're glad he's not here. Yeah.
It's me too. My number 5 is Good Boy. I don't know if you're familiar with Good
I
Boy.
knew this was going to be on your
I
fucking
wanted.
list.
I want to see this so bad, but it was nowhere around me.
It's so good. It's on Shudder. I love it so
Okay,
much. The dog, he just won an award real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second, really quick. Yeah, so Good Boy.
Oh, wait, are you about to have dinner at 9 o'clock, Keith, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, get some strawberries from my hairy chest. Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, so my number 5, Good Boy. The dog Indy just won a horror Best Actors award for his performance.
Wait, I'm going to stop you right there. So me and my coworker was talking about this, about that dog winning the award. And this is what I thought. If I was in this category nominated with that dog, I would be like, fuck.
Yeah, absolutely.
No way I'm winning this award. And the fucking dog's going to win it.
Yeah.
I tried to act in this movie, and I'm not going to win because the dog's going to win. Obviously, because the dog should win.
Absolutely.
Charles in Brooklyn Nine-Nine with the horse.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's the same as like being on a basketball team and you show up and Air Bud's playing on the other
Yes!
team. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck.
If we beat Air Bud, we're the assholes.
Absolutely.
Okay?
But I'm telling you, this dog is so good and riveting, and you can read every emotion. It's just a masterfully made film. So that's my number 5. Maggie, what you got?
I do want to see Good Boy. Don't have as many pretentious picks on here as I would like to. All right, I'm an A24 whore.
Me too.
Love it. My number
Blumhouse
5. My number 5 is The Long Walk.
Ooh, Stephen King, all the way.
Yes. I need more David Johnson everywhere. I need him everywhere. He was so good in this. And I love Francis Lawrence, the director, because The Hunger Games is like what I grew up with. Love it. And so I was like, he's doing something very similar. He brought the vibes, and I love that it was horror through dialogue, which you don't really see a lot. It wasn't necessarily like big bad scary. It was more tension and suspense, and I thought it was done really, really well. And the effects were great, like towards the end with the feet. It was really good the way the feet looked and oh my God. And then the one guy like talking about he can feel his lung giving out. Like overall, I thought the dialogue was exceptional. And usually dialogue isn't like a point in horror, but I thought it was done really, really well. And I need more David Johnson. So
It's weird to me that anybody could watch Sleepaway Camp and need more Johnson in their life. Chad, what about you?
My number 5 is The Long Walk as well. For a lot of the same reasons Maggie said, but I also think that the gore was really, really good in this movie.
Really good. Yeah.
I mean, like bones coming out, the dude when he shoots himself, all these things. It is like excellent, excellent gore on top of all this dialogue. And, it's funny they got the right person to direct it with the Hunger Games because again, this book is old. It's a precursor to the Hunger Games. So, but all the actors were like really good, and maybe like the five or the six kids that were alive at the end, they were all different people. Like, they all had their own thing. They were fleshed out, and we went on like that entire journey with them. I thought it was very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. My number 4 is also going to be from the mind of Stephen King. However, it is a different film, and that is Osgood Perkins' The Monkey. I love this movie. It is such a vision, tonally, artistically, visually. There's nothing like it, right? It's twisted, comical, crazy, violent, and I just loved every minute of it because it set such a unique tone that from the very beginning, I couldn't wait to see what happened next. So
yeah, it was a lot of fun. That's for sure. Yeah. I dug it.
Maggie, what about you?
I just like seeing double with Theo James, so I'll take it. Yeah. My number 4 is Weapons. Getting a lot of attention recently. I'm a huge cinephile, follow the Oscars and all that good stuff, and it's interesting to see Amy Madigan getting certain buzz for Gladys. Which is I don't know how I feel about it. I really like the movie. I really, really do. But it's just interesting. But then again, I'm 22. I don't know who Amy Madigan is. This is my first time seeing her. So, maybe there's that. I don't know. Yeah. But it was so good. Especially like when we drifted more into comedy as it progressed. Like I thought it handled that transition really well. Just so suspenseful, and I deal with kids. That's like what I do for a living, so even like having that on top of it was like an extra weird feeling for me. But loved it. The kid actor was incredible.
Phenomenal.
He was so good. Hold on, I gotta go back to my notes. Okay. Kid actor was great. All the performances were so good, and we watched it in a pretty busy theater. And in that moment when what's her face? I can't remember the actress's name, but lead actress, when she's sitting in the car.
Fox or whatever her name is, Julia.
Yeah. When Garner. She's sitting in the car, Garner, that's right. She's sitting in the car sleeping, and then you see the figure come out, and then you hear the car door open in the back. The entire theater just gasped. So good.
It was pretty awesome.
It was great. Yes.
It was pretty awesome that moment in the theater.
The whole theater just gasped. Very well done. Just loved it all around. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. Well, it became fun, but really enjoyed that one.
Chad, your call. What you got next?
My number 4 is Companion.
Such a good one.
I'm a big fan of Companion. Now, I was kind of torn at the beginning in the trailer because I feel like they give away the twist. But the deal is they don't give away all the twists.
No.
And so it makes it even better to me, the fact that they reveal the big twist in the trailer and then all the other stuff. It was like so well done. The Sophie Thatcher, she's great in everything.
Yeah.
Like, again, I think Hereditary was on my list from last year. Like, she can keep doing horror movies. Like, she's so good. And again, like the twists and turns, like a lot of times I'll call movies and stuff, but there are things in this movie that I did not call. So it's very, very well done.
And I think Jack Quaid does a great job in any genre performance he does. Like, he's just great. And again, I found Companion to have a lot of great comedic moments in it that really help build the tension and the suspense. I really love that movie. It just, like, it would be like number 7 on my list. But number 3 for me is Bring Her Back. I love this movie. I think the lead is remarkable in it. I think these directors are incredible. I love Talk to Me. Like, I wonder if all their movie titles are going to be just verb-based, but whatever. But I also love the fact that, like, in every single thing they do, it feels like there is so much world already built. Like, they have all of the mythology, all of how the systems of these magic work. Like, it all feels so real and textured, as if it's like the 6th movie in a franchise as opposed to the first one, right? And to me, Bring Her Back just had riveting performances, creepy ass imagery. I loved everything about it. Maggie, what you got?
Cool.
I'm prone to agree. My number three is also Bring Her Back.
Yeah.
I, as opposed to Weapons, when we saw this in a very crowded theater, I saw this alone in a theater. I
Mm.
was the only one in there, and I honestly had the time of my life in there. It is probably the most disgusting movie I watched last year in terms of its imagery. I'm thinking of, you know what I'm talking about in
Yep.
particular.
Mhm.
That scene, yes, yes. I'm like curled up in a little ball watching it. Um, the performance from Sally Hawkins, especially, was like otherworldly, so good
So
in
good.
a way that's like it displays grief in such a different, unique way that I haven't seen before. So good. And just the look of the son, the progression of his look
Yeah.
is so good and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
But it was just done so well, shot so well. It honestly was like gorgeous at times, even though it was disgusting to look at. The shots were so pretty, but it was just a very unique perspective of grief
Yeah.
that I really enjoyed watching by myself.
Nope. I
There you
totally
go.
get
Yeah.
sounded made you sound like a lunatic the way you said that, but that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Chad, what about you? What do you watch by yourself, weirdo?
Yeah, so I'm gonna cheat a little bit. This
Oh,
does not have a horror tag on it. It's horror adjacent, and I think it should have a horror tag on it. But my number three movie is Begonia. I
you
love
bitch.
that movie, and I'm telling you, it is horror. It has horror elements.
It
It's
does.
horror aspects. Uh, so I'm putting it on the list. I don't care. It's my number three movie. So Emma Stone, I like her just fine. She's a good actress.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like her. But Jesse Plemons is incredible. Like in anything he does. So the two of them going toe to toe in this movie was so good.
Hmm.
Like I believed everything that he was saying, and I believed everything that she was saying. And they were both saying two different things.
Yeah.
And I believed both of them. It was so good,
Yeah.
so well done. Again, I'm surprised it doesn't have a horror tag because it should.
There's this weird mammoth play. I want to say it's called O, where it's about like a teacher and a student, and there's this question of did they have an affair, and each one has a different story about it, and that's kind of what Begonia reminded me of, and I just love what's the director's name, Yuri
Yorgos
Yorgos.
Lanthimos?
Yeah, yeah. The connection him and Stone have, this track that they're on, keep doing it. I mean, he's making so many movies that are so interesting and compelling in such quick turnaround. I'm here for all of them because they all feel so drastically different and are so creative. I love it. I love everything they're doing. I mean, you cheated with that pick, but that's fine. I'll give it to you.
Yep.
My number two, Weapons. I loved Weapons. I had such a blast with it. Again, talk about an atmospheric thing. I met Kreger's like years and years ago when he was still doing Whitest Kids You Know. I was doing like an improv show and introduced it and brought him and the cast and everything out. And it was just about comedy, like is what we were talking about, right? For this lecture thing. And to me, I think the place of comedy and horror is so important and significant and not talked about enough because a joke and a scare are built the same way, right? It's all about that setup and then the payoff. And I think that's why he does it so well. Barbarian, I think, is one of the best movies to come out in the past 20 years. I say the same thing about Weapons. Scared about his Resident Evil movie. But
But I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch the
Right.
fuck out
I'll
of
watch
it.
it.
Like, and especially for Weapons to have a complete new replacement cast come in at the last minute and,
Right.
and just nail it. Like, oh, the Silver Surfer is phenomenal and shows a complex character unlike what she's ever shown before. Wong was fucking great. Loved it. Loved every moment of it. Yeah, Maggie, what you got for your number two?
My number two, similar vein of comedy, is Companion.
Yeah.
I watched this during my October marathon that I
Mhm.
do every year. And I was not expecting to love this.
Yeah.
I had the best time.
Mhm.
It was so much fun. And kind of like Dad was saying, like I was mad that they showed the twist in the trailer, but then that's not even the twist. Like there's other things going on. I thought that was done so well. Jack Quaid is one of my favorite people ever.
Yeah.
Like the scene where he makes the other robot have to fall in love with him is one of the best scenes of last year. It was so funny.
Yeah.
I'm cackling, and then immediately he's like killing people. So good. Like, I don't even know. I could rave about it. I think it's just so well done. It balances comedy and horror so well.
Agreed.
And it's just such a great time. And it was completely unexpected that I would love it as much. It's actually my third favorite of the year. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Chad, what about you for number 2? Are you going to pick, I don't know, Last Unicorn or some other weird cheating shit? What are you going to do?
Last Unicorn's a horror movie too. What are you talking about? It's a creature feature. No, that's not on my list. My number 2, we've talked about it, is Weapons. Great movie. Again, the comedy, like the stoner is so funny in this movie. He is so good. And he comes at the perfect time when you need some levity after these missing kids. And it just works on every level. Like, again, I love the different POVs. What are we going to get next? And to the point when we get to the kids' POV, we're like, fucking finally.
Yeah.
Now we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's see what happened from his point of view. Like, I love it. I love seeing everyone's point of view like that. Love it. Yeah. Great film.
So
now, Keith, before you say your number 1, I have a feeling we all have the same number 1.
I think so.
Just want to preface before we all go into it.
Yeah. My number 1 is Sinners.
Same.
Yeah.
Yep, same here.
I feel like this is the same vibrancy I felt the first time I watched From Dusk Till Dawn. Of like what a shot in the arm. What the fuck is this? This is so drastically different than anything I've ever seen before. Except for Sinners also has the plus of being poignant and having like historical significance and cultural significance. And I think Ryan Coogler is a director that on every single film flexes more, learns more, shows more. Like he takes principled ideas that seem so simplistic, Creed, and makes it a fucking masterclass in how to make a movie and tries to bring a new perspective each time. The sequence, to me, the best sequence in the movie is the piece where we go through music, through time.
Oh, of course.
And it reminds me so much of Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon. There's a moment kind of similar to that in this. And except for you feel the weight and the joy of an entire culture in that moment, and it's just flawless filmmaking. I loved every moment of it. Having Buddy Guy come in and be the older version of the preacher's son, incredible as a blues fan. Yeah, I dig it. Maggie, what do you think about Sinners?
Oh, Sinners is my number 1. It's my second favorite of the year. It solidified that spot for a very, very long, or solidified number 1 forever until like a month ago. I have never seen a movie like this where you spend half of a horror movie's runtime getting to know these characters so that when they die, you genuinely feel for them.
Yeah.
Where it's not like cannon fodder like in other horror movies that you see.
Yeah.
I thought that was so well done. If you've ever experienced something like when you're watching something so good or you see something so good that you can't help but laugh at like what's going on, I remember cackling at that scene you were talking about because like it was just so good. The second that electric guitar hits, I knew that this was going to be like a 5-star movie.
Yeah.
When the second that drops, it was so good. I think everybody's praising Michael B. Jordan. Incredible. Everybody's praising Miles Caton or Catton. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. He's incredible. But Jack O'Connell is unrecognizable in this role. He is probably, I think he's my favorite performance from last year. Just the Rocky Road to Dublin scene lives here all the time.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. And I know Dad's going to comment on Jack O'Connell too. We love him. We just saw 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple like last week.
I'm so excited.
I can't get enough of that man. He's so good in everything he does. And I just want to see more Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan because they're making magic together.
Absolutely.
And I feel like what you can say about like everything's already been said about Sinners because it's so exceptional and it's so good.
So Chad, waste our time. That's shit we've already heard.
Some more. Talk more
exactly.
about Sinners.
Sinners is my number one movie of the year, not just horror. Like, it's incredible, and it was already good. But to your point, when that music scene hits, I said, "Oh, this is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like, this is incredible what he is doing with this." And it's still that we haven't even seen Jack O'Connell yet, like at that point.
Yeah.
But again, like, Michael B. Jordan is awesome in this. But again, if somebody said that Delroy Lindo's their favorite character, I'd be like, yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
If you said Cornbread's your favorite character, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
of course
him
he
getting
is.
down in the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, again, Preacher Boy. Whoever you say, yeah, of course that's your favorite character, because they're all so good. And again, the buildup is so good. Again, it's not even a horror movie,
right,
for most of the runtime.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, again, the buildup. Like, I could watch these people, like, again, without the vampires, I could watch them like hang out. Let's see the nightclub the next night. Let's keep going with these people. Loved it. And then we even get, because Coogler's smart about this, we get, a lot of people die, some people live, things like that. But we still get the catharsis of Michael B. Jordan killing the KKK people at the end, which has nothing to do with the vampires, which has nothing to do with the end. And again, we needed that release. But after seeing all these people that we love just die.
And it's also like the victory. It's like it's driving home this idea of being a survivor in this period when that's all you had to do. Like everything was about survival. And I also feel like Coogler has cut his teeth on these huge intellectual properties, and by doing that has found a way to make all of his characters feel iconic. Like, the minute they show up. Like, I like Jack O'Connell a lot. There is no performance I've seen of his that compares to this one to me, because it seems so singular. It seems so epically constructed. Every time he's shot, it feels like I'm looking at fucking Magneto. You know what I mean? Because it just feels like it's got so much weight and drama to it. Like, it feels like a comic book movie, but it's a horror, an original IP. Like, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I dig it a lot. There's a reason it's everybody's number one. It's incredible.
It's so
excellent.
Good.
Yeah.
Like, Dad,
unless you're Josh.
Number one. Oh, what'd you say, Dad?
Unless you're Josh, he doesn't like it.
Listen, he didn't like it. Listen, we got to get him on the podcast to talk about this, because we saw this at the beach. We watched it at the beach, right?
With him at the beach.
With him, we saw it at the beach. Yeah, we saw it in theaters when it came out. We rewatched that at the beach with my mother as well, who also didn't like it. Okay. They're insane people. Josh was like, I just don't like vampires. And I'm like, but it's not a vampire movie. Like, it's
not even about vampires.
It's not a vampire movie. They just happen to be in it. It's not like that at all.
That's ridiculous. I didn't think anything would make me madder than politics in this world, but this podcast often does. It's either your dad saying some shit or Josh, who's now on my shit list.
Yeah.
Or having to watch movies with all cocks all the time. But yeah, I think that's a great list. I can't wait to see what the top 5 will be for this upcoming year. But in the meantime, we still got work to do. Chad, what is our next film that we're going to be watching?
We're firmly in 1983, John Carpenter's Christine.
Oh my God, a car is going to eat people. I'm so excited. I've seen Christine before. Have you seen Christine before?
Oh, yeah,
Maggie.
I've seen it as well,
okay,
yes.
Good. Yeah, well, I can't wait. Maggie.
And I will say, I know we don't spoil, but I will say that the car is not secretly a boy at the end. It is
did you check its tailpipe? Because I don't think you did.
Ew!
It's firmly a female. Firmly.
Well. So, until next time, Maggie, thank you so much for joining us. Where can the people find you, Maggie?
Follow me on Letterboxd, Mags, Magzz. I have some fun thoughts on there.
Yay! Awesome, Chad. Where can the people find you?
The podcast on Twitter, NQC Podcast.
Awesome, and if you're looking for me, you can find me in the Not Quite Darkness. Michael
Peace.
K.